On a rainy night, driving up the road cutting through the trees, Ben sits in the passenger seat asking the driver about their destination, Scarlet Lake. The driver says all he knows is that this company came in, buying out half the town, and pretty soon after that, there's 20-foot walls surrounding the place. He doesn't know much else, he just comes here to deliver supplies. He makes no promises to Ben about being able to get him past the gate, but he'll give him a ride and talk to the guards. Whether he gets in or not, Ben owes him the money, and he wishes him luck in finding his wife, and he says to let him do the talking. At the gate, the normal guards aren't there. Instead, they're met with hostile guards, guns drawn, demanding they get out of the car. The driver tries to talk them down, saying he has clearance, but they can just be on their way. Ben tells him to stop talking. The first guard radios in for instructions, and when he gets them, he shoots the driver in the head. Turning to Ben, he apologizes for what he's doing. They just can't take any chances. Suddenly, the second guard is pulled screaming into the trees. While the guard's distracted, Ben grabs his gun, brutally breaks his leg, and blows his brains out. Ben appears to know what he's doing when it comes to dealing out pain and handling firearms, and he does so without hesitation or remorse. He'll do whatever he has to do to find his wife. There's a door to his left, but it's locked, requiring some kind of security clearance. Better check out the rest of the place, see if we can find another way into town. Further down, another locked door, but requiring a simple old-fashioned key. Continuing his way around, running down the winding path surrounded by trees, Ben comes across a well with a swarm of flies buzzing around, and a space for some kind of crank. He takes note of this and enters the lit-up cabin to his left. He's confronted with a horrible creation, moving unnaturally, bones cracking as it postures itself to attack. The room is small, but Ben is able to use the couch to keep himself at a safe distance as he unloads the guard's pistol into the creature and puts it down. And before he leaves, he grabs the money on the bookshelf, because why not? Whoever lived here is probably dead anyway. Exploring the kitchen, he finds a news article on the table talking about the economic hardships of Scarlet Lake, as the local mines were closed after the mayor's funding fell through. But a private investor has come to the town's rescue, reopening the mines and giving a sign-on bonus for the workers who want to get back to work. Ben heads upstairs to check out the rest of the house. In the bathroom, he finds a dead man in the bathtub full of blood. Something can be seen at the bottom of the tub, so he drains it, revealing a crank that can be used back at the well. In the sink, he finds a pile of scrap and takes it with him, just in case. The room next door is much more dangerous, containing another one of those creatures. It gets close to him as he fires at it, so he pushes it away, granting the opportunity to shoot it down. There's a journal on the table, expressing the sadness felt by whoever used to sleep in this room. A man that took over his father's fishing business after he died, only to watch it fall apart due to a fish shortage. He feels like his father would probably blame him for it too, if he were still here. Outside the house, Ben inserts the crank into the well and pulls up what looks to be a mutilated head, containing a key in its mouth. It's the key to the gate he saw earlier. A short trek back down the path brings him to the gate, opening up to a field with several more monsters. He puts them down fairly easily, finding some supplies lying around like ammunition for his pistol and some more scrap, but his attention soon becomes drawn to the barn, left unlocked. He enters. In front of him is a horrible sight, a giant pile of corpses and two of those disgusting monsters running straight at him. He maneuvers around them, pumping them full of bullets till they die, escaping the fate of the rest of these poor people. Now able to explore the room safely, he finds a keycard on the table, and a note next to the computer in the corner. A lot of the note is illegible, but he sees it's from a company called Eden. The computer has 2 emails immediately readable about security protocol for Eden staff. With the new access card, he runs back to the first door he saw. Sliding the card through the reader, he's now a step closer to entering the town. He checks the security room to his left for supplies, happy to find some more ammunition, and another note, this time classified, advising staff to begin Phase 2 of the process, and asking them to relocate certain people inside the walls to the Lakeview Motel. Finally entering town, Ben sees more areas fenced off. hearing sirens in the distance as rain continues to pour down. Monsters creep out of the darkness, and there's a police car sitting without its front tires. Ben explores the outside of the motel first, noting that all the doors and windows have been boarded up. Maybe there are survivors inside. There's a door on the right side of the motel that seems to be closed due to a lack of power, and on the left side he finds one room that's actually open, but in the bathroom he finds a dead man lying against the wall, and this man has the key to the police car. Exiting the bathroom, Ben notices the red light on the door coming from the vent, and notes that he could use it to access an area of the motel if needed. Back out in the rain, Ben heads back to the police car to check out the trunk, and inside is something wonderful, a pump-action shotgun, already loaded. Just in time too, as a monster creeps up from behind. Ben knows what to do. He opens the door to the motel's main lobby, seeing that on the message board there's a page for a missing woman named Daisy, last seen leaving the diner at 10 p.m. on Monday. No hint as to how old this actually is. Ben makes his way to the pool area, using his new shotgun to dispatch a few more hideous abominations, and finds a screwdriver on a table at the end next to a toolbox. He knows exactly what to do with this, that vent back in the other room. Just a quick jog over and he's unscrewing the panel. He crawls through the vent and winds up in a maintenance hallway with a monster waiting for him around the corner. After narrowly escaping death, he notices the panel on the wall. If he can figure out the right order to flip these switches, maybe he can restore power to the hotel and get in that door from earlier. He figures it out soon enough, powering up the place, and now it's time to head back to the newly powered door on the right side of the motel. More monsters have come out, but Ben does his best to avoid them, don't want to waste all that precious ammo. He gets access to the previously locked room and finds a man named Sam hiding, and scared that Ben might be working with Eden, but he soon realizes he's not because someone from Eden would have already killed him instead of talking. Sam is a journalist working to expose the truth of this place, and he knows right away that Ben is from out of town because everyone else from Scarlet Lake has turned into those creatures. He wants to know why Ben is here, and Ben answers that he got a message from his wife saying she was in danger. Sam says that's simply not possible, that he received a message from someone in this place. Ben wants to know why, and Sam says they've got a long night ahead of them. Scarlet Lake, playable demo now on Steam. Use a controller, don't use mouse and keyboard.